Hello and welcome to David's World. And as I said when I opened my June Zbox that I would be opening one of the ones when I complained because they took payment and not sent out. I still have my Threads box to turn up and they took payment for that at the beginning of the month, and it says pending, and when you click on that it says it's out of stock. Don't know how you can be out of stock, but I still think it's really bad if you're taking payment for an item that you will not provide because it's out of stock. You shouldn't take the payment until you get ready to ship it. It doesn't matter. But as I said, I have not had a Maze Zbox. So since I complained, I got the discount code. This is the Zbox that they sent me when I claimed a past box for 50% off. So that is Zbox 50 to get 50% off the Zbox, which technically the class them as being £20, 19.99. So it comes down to 10 plus the 99 postage. So you get to £10.99 for this box. So they have got a sticker on the back of this one. It's a bit bashed and out of balance, this box. I don't know if I can get you to focus on that. And it's probably still too far away for you to actually see. But this box says it's Zbox December 2018. So, if you've had a Zbox for December 2018, you don't know what's in this box. But I've just paid $10.99 for it. So, are we going to get some value? We should do. We should do at that price. You know, paying £20 for it, not harder to get a value. But, so, I haven't opened it, because this, once again, all of my boxes, my June Zbox, this one, and my other one, which I think is the Thread Pass box, all turned up on the same day. And this was sent by my Hermes, and my June Zbox was sent by the Royal Mail 48-hour ship. So, this one has got some plastic on it. Alright, so put the knife down here for the next box for the next video. And we see what we have in here. There is very little. It looks very small when you look at it. That last one was a real one. There is not a lot in this box. Frankly, you could have put in a box half the size for what's in it. So, a quick look for you to have a look. See how much space there is. So, as you take it, there is no pop in this box. So, this looks like it won't take very long because it doesn't look very much when you look at it. So, I'll move the t-shirt to one side and we'll go that we have a coin. Another supposedly limited edition to 10,000 worldwide coin. Could have been straighter in, but says it's worldwide limited edition to 9,995. Individually numbered, embossed on both sides, silver edition. It doesn't say pure silver, does it? It just says silver, so it could just be a thing. But one coin. It's not going to have a massive value in coin collection circles, but in gaming and sort of stuff like that, okay, it'll probably do fine. So that was item 1. Item 2, we'll go back. We seem to have a Rick and Morty item. I have never seen Rick and Morty. I've seen a bit on they came onto The Simpsons, you know, but I've never watched one of their own episodes. So we have a bar blade, or just a bottle opener, it is probably easier, in green, on silver, and if you take it, it has to be made of metal or it will never open a bottle. So we'll see what price that turns up as. Oh. And we have a comic. And don't know what any of you may have got in December, but I got Doctor Who with technically, was she meant to be the 13th Doctor or the 14th? Because it depends on how you, it's just supposed to be the 13th, but some people count Doctors which, you can't really count the Doctor who only made the movie, really, because he only ever made the movie, and so therefore I don't know how you would be able to say he was a Doctor, because then you would have to look at John Hurt is one of the future Doctors, but that may be confusing you because you may not realise that, but there's a couple of Doctors which seem to be like the War Doctor, and John Hurt played that in an episode. But we have a comic. This one is number 1. Always nice to get number 1. Always nice to start at the beginning of whatever it is. If you end up with a one which is like number 3 or 4 and you're at the end of it, you don't know what happened at the beginning, it makes it much harder to read. And if you read it and enjoy it, you've then got to try and find the ones before it, which probably may not exist anyway. So we have a comic. It's a BBC one. Strangely enough, I can't find a price on it, but it's a Titan comic, and I actually just picked up a Doctor Who comic signed off eBay. So Doctor Who, yep, I like Doctor Who, so I'm good with it. Up to now, I think the comic is actually the only thing that I actually know about. So what do we have next? For some reason we have a second Rick and Morty item. I'm going to take this out of the plastic because since it's not in for thing. Now, if I remember, someone complained about this item in the box because they said it didn't have a funnel, and the funnel's actually underneath the white bit in the bottom. So I'm not going to fall for that trick, but it's just a stainless steel hip flask with Rick and Morty on. It tells you how to look after it and washing it and stuff like that on the back of the box. The writing is so small, you know, you could put the writing a bit bigger. I don't know why they assume that everyone has brilliant eyesight. I have good eyesight, there's nothing wrong with my eyesight, and yet that is really small. So we have a stainless steel, because it has to be, so it doesn't rust and contaminate the liquid in it. Hip flask. And finally, in our box, we have a Nintendo licensed t-shirt. Good that it's blue, so it's a darkish colour. And boy, it does look very long. Anyone think that that looks really, really very long? But it's thicker than the white Superman. It does feel a lot thicker than that. We have Mario Brothers. And yeah, I did at some point play Mario, so that's fine, but for right now the Doctor Who comic is, I think, the best thing. But there's nothing wrong with that t-shirt, at least it's got something decent on that you can recognise. So let us go through, and then I'll put up at the bottom now how much I've seen the item for and how much we think they are. So once again, we have a coin, number 1. It's meant to be limited edition, but it's not made of it's not like solid silver, so therefore its real street value is fairly low. When you come to sell it, you won't get big money for it, but 1 coin. Item 2 will go to the Rick and Morty bottle opener for all those alcoholic drinks that you had with a stopper. Once again, just leave it in its wrapping. But once again, it's a nice small item, doesn't take up much space, so it'll be easy to look after. We have, which will join my comic collection bit. It isn't signed in any way, but we've got the Doctor Who comic, #1. On the back, there's quite a few others. I don't know if that's what would turn up in the box, but all of these ones in the box say they're going for between $14.99. Oh, there's a big thingy one down there which was $7.99. The Many Lives of Doctor Who. But I should take it, the new Doctor. So, fine with that. Don't know if that was going to come up at any big price, but you were probably looking at maybe £3-4 for it. We have the Rick and Morty hip flask, stainless steel. Even without anything on it, you can probably pick these up and get them sent from China for maybe about £8, including postage. But let's see what I can get. I don't know if I can find this one specifically. If not, I'll put up a price on what technically a standard one of these is if I can't find this. But we'll see what that is. And finally, the t-shirt. That's the 5th item. And since this box only has 5 items in, then you have to look at price, because them little items, you're going to have to make sure they hit some price thing. So that was our box. What do you think? Well, for $10.99, that's not a bad price. It's really decent value. Yeah, I didn't know what box I was going to get, so I was a bit worried about ordering past boxes, especially if I had any in the past, because don't forget, this was classed as a past box. Star Wars one, I think, was passed as a past box. So it depends on how far back they go to get it. This is really fairly new, 2008, December 2018. Some of my other boxes that I've had, we've gone back to 2017. So that's the 5 items in that box. So please like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell, boy. Go on, hit that bell. Yep, and we will see you on the next one when we'll open this box, which I think is a Threads box, but it is really very big. So I don't know if it is, but it should be. So catch you on the next video. Bye for now.